Well, let me introduce myself. We're going to do the live a little bit early today because I just don't want to be on for my mental health. I don't want to be on late today. First of all, those who don't know, I'm Lisa Benson, the owner of DeBella DeBall Designs and a partner in the Digital Trifecta, where we help you scale your business up using Go High Level. I'm thrilled to be on today because we're going to talk about a key topic that the buzzword a lot of people talk about. We talked about virality before, we talked about analytics before, but we need to talk about the rise of influencer marketing. Over the past few years, we've seen a lot of influencers emerge and move. It's great because they're connecting with their audiences and they're creating user generated content and this is allowing advertisers and businesses to move away from traditional advertising to dynamic authentic engagement through using influencers. Why? Because it's people giving their own real reviews about the products that they have in front of them. So let's start our discussion. We're going to talk about what is influencer marketing. I'm going to read the definition and then we're going to kind of go into it a little bit. So, what is influencer marketing? It's the marketing that leverages the power of key leaders to amplify the brand's message to a larger target market. Unlike traditional advertising, influencer marketing allows brands to connect with their audiences through the voice of a trusted and admired individual. This shift is towards a more authentic, influencer-driven campaign, representing a pivotal change to marketing strategies. So this is that user-generated content. This is going to get you in front of people you're not traditionally in front of, but that you need to be in front of because those are your ideal clients. The big thing is you want to make sure that you are communicating consistently with them to make sure that they're getting the content out there. There's people, if you're in the marketing world, there's people like Jeffree Star or Michaela, and then I love Mama Jill. And if you're into weight loss, there is Allison's out there and a couple others. And then there's Mama Tot. Everybody knows, and not everybody knows these names, but a lot of people know these names. They are trusted and admired for who they are. So brands send them things in return for a review, whether it's good or bad. There's some negatives to influencer marketing. The big thing you'll see is one, they get a lot of stuff and they have to review it. But sometimes people are pinning their hopes and their dreams on what that person is going to say and how that person's going to present. So in the case of a makeup influencer, a makeup brands are really hoping that the influencer gives them this glowing review. Well, there's a whole debacle about Michaela with the tanning company and that the person went hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt because of Michaela. They didn't go into hundreds of thousands of dollars because of Michaela. They did it because their marketing strategy was flawed, plus their product was flawed. So that didn't put them on the best foot that they needed to be. So in doing that, let's talk about the different types of influencers. We've got nano influencers, micro influencers, macro influencers, and mega influencers. Each type of influencer brings a unique benefit and challenge, from the intimacy of a nano influencer to the broad appeal of a mega influencer. So when we're looking at nano influencers, we're looking at people under 10,000 for following, and they have a high engagement rate and they're in a niche market. Micro influencers are 10,000 to 100,000. They are often regarded as approachable and relatable. So Perfectly Kelsey would be one of those. I think she's in the millions now, though, so she's not in that anymore. Then we got macro influencers. These are well-known influencers with followings of 100,000 to a million, and often with a broader reach. Mega influencers are celebrities or internet sensations. So when we're looking at these levels of influencers, to use some of the names that we talked about, you've got your nano influencer from 10 or under 10,000. That would be a lot of us. A lot of us are sitting in that sweet spot of under 10,000. And that gives us a chance to get some brand deals that we wouldn't necessarily get. But it also means we're not generating as much money. But you need to have quality user-generated content in order to be doing that. If you're hiring someone like that, I would recommend, one, doing some outreach, but two, look at some companies that actually act as a broker for you to the influencer. So that way you make sure you get a quality influencer that's going to put you in the best light possible so that you can generate the traffic and generate the business and the buzz that you want from that UGC, the user generated content. Sorry about the cough. So let's go on to choosing the right influencer for your brand. Identifying and selecting the right influencers involves aligning with the individual who shares your brand values. So you want to make sure when you're interviewing with brand ambassadors or influencers that they are in alignment with you and your values and you are and so on, so that they're amplifying your voice and your message in an authentic tone. You don't want somebody that's not going to come across as genuine to be the representative of your brand. Then we got to talk about building successful influencer relationships. It's not a one-stop shop. It's not, I send this, you give me good review. That sounds simple and easy, right? And sometimes it does work that way if somebody genuinely cares for your product and loves your product. But you have to have a contract involved. You can't just make things happen. So you want to create a long-lasting influencer relationship with mutual respect and a clear communication. It's important to treat influencers as true partners and collaborators. Treat them as an extension of your marketing agency or your marketing company. That is what they're doing. They're actually helping you cut your ad spend in a different, or actually pivot your ad spend, because you actually have to spend money to send them your product so that they can then review it. There are some places that will offer you a discount towards their product if you use their product, which is an influencer relationship of sorts, but it's not the true UGC because you still had to purchase it. But if you that's not the right statement. Let me retract that a little bit. It's still UGC, but it's a different type of influencer. If you're looking for somebody who's going to do it, then they want to have money. You've got a paid influencer. If you're going to have somebody that's just going to create content for you, that's a user generated. And then if they purchase it and they're giving you a review, that's an actual customer influencer, not the other level. So you want to create effective influencer marketing campaigns. Successful campaigns are marked with creative collaboration and clearly defined goals. They should be innovative and tailored to both the brand's needs and the influencer style so that you speak to the audience you want to speak to. So what does that say to you? That means that we got to be on the same page and make sure that it reflects the brand so that, let's use YouLike and Halara. They both have amazing user-generated content. Halara with the slit in the back of their skirt so that you didn't have, or the dress, so you could pull it down so you could go to the bathroom without having to take the whole onesie off. That made waves, and a lot of influencers posted about it. So you had the paid influencers that did it. Then you had the people who genuinely like the brand who did it. And then you have people that are in the middle, right? So they get a discount or they create a discount code. Some people, that is how they get their money from brands, is that they get a discount code or a discount link so that you go, or an affiliate link, and so that you go through there so that you then, it can dictate that you were the one that drove the lead. So there's some different ways there. If you want more information about this, we can go in detail on another video, but also just email me, hello@ or team@ and team@DeBellaDeBall.com, and we can give you more information. This isn't my specialty. This isn't my sweet spot, but I have done affiliate marketing and I have done some other things. And I know that there is some really big people in the world that are passionate about this. They know that if they have makeup and they get somebody's specific name tagged onto it or a good review from that person, that they are getting what they want out of it. So let's get back on track. Measuring the impact of the influencer marketing. Effectiveness is typically measured by engagement rates, reach, and ROI. So that's where we go into that affiliate link or that person's link. So that way you're able to track the lead, track where it came from. Then you can go back and watch the content and make sure it is what you want it to be. And then you can use that over and over again. Brands should focus on the detailed analytics and understand the impact of their campaigns. So what that means is all of those links, all of those leads, all of those people, we marry it together in a document, spreadsheet, or if you've got a dashboard, and we look to see what the effectiveness is and if you are getting the true ROI in a campaign. There's going to be challenges and pitfalls. There are in everything we do in marketing and in life. Common things that you want to be aware of are mismatched partnerships and inauthentic content. Both of those are going to either leave a bad taste of your business in somebody's mouth, or they're going to seem inauthentic and leave a bad image for your brand. So you want to make sure that you are connected with the right people so that you can get your brand going the way you want it to. Brands need to clarify and vet influencers and craft genuine, compelling content to avoid these pitfalls. So you can create a guidelines, but also you could have a 20-minute meeting with somebody about what you want out of the content. I use Fathom to document all my meetings because then I have a transcript of the meeting and we can share it amongst the people that were on the meeting and we all know and remember what was talked about. Then we have future trends of influencers. Looking ahead, we can expect there's going to be a growth of that kind of content. Video content is on the rise. It's a more sophisticated method, and it's more sophisticated data usage for campaign optimizations and customization, and it increases your voice search. It amplifies your voice is the best way to make that statement. So it makes you echo louder. If you got any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. We'll get back to you on those, or you can DM us on any of the social platforms or email us at team@. So we've covered some of the critical facets of influencer marketing today. We know it's increasing because of the digital world, but also it's one of the things that I want to make sure we talk about, and it's essential that we kind of reflect on, is we got to make sure that they get paid in one way or another if that is the method that you have communicated. If you are an influencer that's involved in influencer marketing, I need you to make sure that you pay your taxes. If you're in the US, please pay your taxes, because we're going to see some things happen tax-wise for those that are 1099 or those in the influencer marketing space. And I want to make sure that you're covering yourself, and you as the business owner, you don't need to worry about their taxes, but you need to make sure that you are covering yourself and documenting everything that you do with your influencers. If you're considering using influencer marketing to elevate your brand, please reach out. We can send you some more resources, or we can put you in contact with the people you need to be in contact with. There's some agencies out there that are very helpful, and I'd love to hear if you've used some. I hope you have a fantastic